Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Before we go into the concept of authority, I would want to ask, can anyone tell us what he or she understands by the word authority? In your own way, what can you tell us about authority? Does anyone have any idea of what authority means? Okay, let's hear from you. That was a good one. Class, clap for him. You did well. Authority refers to the formal or legal right to make and enforce laws or policies which the citizens obey. It connotes the acceptance of the right to rule as conferred by the people, irrespective of the sanctions. In a democratic setting like ours, the source of power and authority is the people, because the people are the one who has the authority in their hands. By their votes, they choose and elect those that represent them in government. So with their votes in their hands, they have the power to determine the destiny of their state or their country by going to the polling booths to vote in the right personnel which they think can constitute the government which will make them to attain their heights of having a government where the welfare of the people is the concern of such a government. We have different types of authority, and for our lessons today we will consider these, which includes: number one, traditional authority. This is found in simple traditional societies where the chief or council of elders exercise authority based on customs and the traditions of the people. The chiefs here, the council of elders, they exercise the authority based on the laid down principles which guide the customs and beliefs of the people. Anyone who enjoys such authority is said to enjoy traditional authority. Examples are our Ezes, our kings, the royal majesties, our chiefs, and prime ministers in our different communities. The type of authority which you see them enjoy is what we call traditional authority. Number two, we have charismatic authority. This authority is derived from the belief in the exceptional ability of a leader, which inspires allegiance amongst his followers. Here it is believed that this leader is intelligent, he has the ability to rule, and his charisma is so much that his personal character influences people to obey him. So our pastors, our priests, imams, bishops, our reverends are examples of those who exercise charismatic authority. The third one, we have legal authority. This is derived from the constitution of a modern democratic state, exercised through the three organs of government, which includes the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Number four, we have political authority. This is the authority that is conferred on persons holding political offices. Example, the president, legislators, governors, chairmen, etc. Policies made and executed are based on the provisions of the Constitution, which is the highest law of the land, as every other law is subject to the Constitution. Number five, we have coercive authority. this authority is based on the use of force. The fear of the consequence for not accepting or obeying such authority is always there. Because when you don't obey this authority, what faces you is punishment. Example of this authority is military regime or military rule. So having seen the types of authority and having defined authority, we would now go into the difference between power and authority. Power and authority, are they the same thing? Do they have the same meaning? Are there differences between these two concepts? Can they be used together? We would know after explaining the differences between power and authority. Number one, power is the capacity to affect another's behavior by the use of threats of some form of sanction, while authority is formal or legal right to make, enforce laws or policies. Secondly, authority is based on acceptance and mostly legitimate, and power could be legitimate or illegitimate. Example is the military power, which is illegitimate. 3. Authority can be delegated with legitimized responsibility, but power cannot be delegated. Number 4. Since authority is legitimized, punishment that go with it is not as serious as that of power. So these are the little differences between power and authority. With this we can see and we can accept convincingly that power and authority are not the same. So with these differences which we have read, which we have seen, I would want one of you to give me a difference between power and authority, in exception of these 4 points that we have given. Can anyone give me a difference between power and authority? That was a good answer. Class, clap for him. You are doing well. So having known the power as a concept in government, we will look into the next concept in government, which is called legitimacy.